Hello. Sir, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, madam.
Okay, sir. Welcome, sir.
Thank you, madam. So nice of you. Hello. Hello.
Sir, Pandey, sir.
Good afternoon, madam. Can I start now, madam?
After introduction, we'll start the
Okay.
presentation, sir.
Okay, madam. Okay, madam.
Okay, sir. We welcome you to Arogya sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Very good afternoon. Am I audible?
Yes, it is.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Welcome, ma'am. Welcome, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Welcome, ma'am. Mala, ma'am.
Hello, Anita.
Good afternoon to all. For where two or three have gathered together in my name, I am there in their midst. Yes, today is the day chosen by God for us. Good afternoon to one and all gathered here. I am extremely honored to welcome each of you, the chairpersons of the paper presentation sessions. I request all the chairpersons to switch on their videos. Now, I call Ms. Sindhuja C., Assistant Professor, to introduce and welcome our chairperson, Ms. Josephine Sahayamala.
Good afternoon, all. Good afternoon, all. Ms. Josephine Sahaya Mala ma'am has had her high school studies in St. Mary's Girls Higher Secondary School, Devakotai, and completed her UG in Commerce in 1986. She did her PGDCSA in Sacred Hearts College 1995 to 1996 and MCA in Manoima Sundarnath University 2005. She completed her MPhil in Periyar University 2010 in Salem. She worked in Auxilium College in the period of 2007 to 2010. She joined in the Sacred Hearts College in 2010 and head Department of Computer Science. Ma'am has presented in the conference in the field of computer science in domain of e-learning and mobile learning. Magazine Trade was published with the initiative of Ma'am. Since 2018, Ma'am has serving the Sacred Heart College as a vice principal along with HOD. She has contributed as a member of IQASC and was given the role of consolidating the seventh criteria on the eve of accreditation process in NAP in 2018. She has been the counselor in IGNOU for 3 years. I feel immense pleasure and honor to welcome you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. I invite Ms. Anita Madonna, Head and Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Applications, to introduce and welcome our chairperson, Dr. Pannir Arogyaraj.
I am extremely honored and privileged to introduce and welcome the eminent chairperson, S. Pannir Arogyaraj, Associate Professor and Research Coordinator of PG and Research Department of Computer Science, Tandai Periyar Government Arts College, Trichy. Sir has acquired his BSc and MSc graduation from the St. Joseph College, Autonomous, Tiruchirappalli. He has his Master of Philosophy in Computer Science from Bharathasan University and his Doctor of Philosophy in Computer Science in the year 2016 from Bharathiar University, Coimbatore. He has 28 years of teaching experience and expertise in the areas of data compression, software metrics, data mining, and data science. He has published total of 12 papers, out of which 4 are published in Scopus Indus Journal, 1 in the ACI Journal with 5 citations, and he has 7 UG entitled enlisted journals. He has served as resource person of refresher course in computer science at Academic Staff College, Trichy, on e-commerce. And also he has delivered invited talks on FICE forests, bitcoins and blockchain, data compression, mobile networking, and software engineering in national level meet. He has served as chairperson in international conference on machine learning and data analytics at Sri Venkateswara University, Tirupati, Andhra Pradesh, and also on smart and innovative technologies, the future of digital India in the international conference held at Holy Cross College, Trichy. I welcome you, sir, to
Thank
share
you,
your
ma'am.
knowledge and guide them with your valuable suggestion.
Thank you, ma'am. Sure. Well, very good afternoon to you all.
I invite Ms. Vijaya Bharati, Assistant Professor, to welcome our chairperson, Dr. Kavita E.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your warm welcome.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I invite Dr. Shobna R to introduce the chairperson, Anto Sanju. Anto Sanjay earned two master degrees in computer science, MSc and MPhil with research dissertation and acquired nearly 13 years of experience teaching in colleges and universities. Anto Sanjay carrying out literature review for doctoral research work on remote sensing. He worked abroad for 3.5 years in university in Ethiopia. He had presented two research papers in international and national conferences and attended 6 conferences. He also registered project guide in 4 universities. We welcome you, sir.
So nice of you.
Now we'll start with the paper presentation. S. Palani, research scholar from Bihar University, Chennai. So I request S. Palani sir to present his paper.
Good afternoon, everybody. Hello.
No?
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, proceed.
Okay. First of all, I thank the organizer and chairperson for giving me an opportunity to present a paper in recent trends in cyber security. Actually, education and research. My guide is Dr. S. Tirunari Selvan, and he is an associate professor. I start my topic. During recent years, many researchers and professionals have revealed the endearment of wireless communication technology and systems for various cyber attacks.
Now we are facing more cyber attacks recently.
These attacks are not only for private companies, but also even government organization also facing the cyber attacks. Even our most secure data like Aadhaar and other information are also attacked by some thefts. The attacks endeavor new technique challenges the framework. They are using very powerful tools and tricks to break the size keys. Actually, there are many advanced technologies are using to secure the data, but at the same time, the hackers also using the technology which are useful to attack. In this paper, we will see about that quantum cryptography. Using the quantum cryptography, how we are securing the data. Before going to see about the quantum cryptography, first of all, we see what is cyber security. Cyber security means maintaining the ICA. ICA means integrity, confidentiality, and availability of computing assets belonging to an organization or connecting to another organization network. Due to the evaluation and increase of cyber threats, many researchers believe the urge to educate new generation about the concept of cyber security. Now it is very necessary for every person to learn about the cyber security. Then only they can prevent their data and even their personal mobile phones, laptops from the hackers. Cyber crimes occurs due to negligence in cyber security and awareness among the clients. There is no efficient awareness between the public. These frameworks are on the principle of gathering information from various sources which have been carefully examined by human security experts. These are the types of attacks. Mostly, there are many attacks are available in the online. They are cryptographic attack, access attack, reconnaissance attack, active attack, passive attack, phishing attack, malware attack, and quantum attack when web attack. This is further classified into many times. We will, due to shortage of time, we will see only about the main topics only. Cryptography attack. Type of attack in which the adversary breaks the cryptography. actually cryptography means we are converting the plain text to ciphertext and ciphertext to plain text. Converting the plain text to ciphertext is encryption, and ciphertext to plain text is decryption. Encryption and decryption is combinedly called as cryptography. Actually, the cryptographic attack will takes place in the cryptography. It will damage the text which are sending from one place to another. And then access attack. This is a type of attack where the perpetrator procures to increase the host machine. It will attack the host machine where they can steal the secret informations. Reconnaissance attack. This is an attack mostly used to gather the information. This is a type of attack which is used to gather information, and even which is used to break locks, doors, and windows. Active attack. Active attack means this type of attack will not steal any data. It will alter the content. It will alter the content, and sometimes it leads to several damage. Passive attack. The passive attack is a type of attack through the transmission. It takes place through the transmission. Phishing attack. Phishing attack is a most popular attack. Mostly we are using digital services like email, text messages, and online transaction. This type of phishing attack takes place in digital transmissions. Malware attack. Attack where a perpetrator deliberately installed malicious software. Example for this, when we are using a mobile phone or a laptop, we are installing all the unwanted softwares. When we are accessing some websites, means we will get the link. At the same time, unfortunately, we are clicking the link and installing the software. That the software will monitor our whatever we are doing. So it is very risky factor. And then attack on quantum key distribution. This is a type of attack when we are sharing the keys to the other persons. Early generation of cryptography algorithm. Initially, in the starting stages, we are using the DES algorithm. It is a primary symmetric key algorithm. It is published in the year 1977. Initially, DES algorithm works with 64-bit block size and with a 56-bit key. Afterwards, there is some changes in this algorithm. Finally, they concluded that DES algorithm is unsafe. After that, in the year 1999, DES came into 24 hours with brute force attack. And then in 2005, DES with FIFs withdrawn. And then accordingly, triple DES were expanded with encrypt, decrypt, and then encrypt mode. This is a more secured format we are using in the cryptography. But there was a new type of attack introduced in the middle attack that challenged 3 DES.
Mr. Kalani, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Kindly go to the core of your paper presentation. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Because
okay,
you are presenting the paper in the international conference, so better you can go to the core. What you are going to say. Okay. Because these are prelims, everyone knows well. Okay.
Okay, sir. So fine, sir.
Kindly go to the core. Bye.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. As per the instruction given by you, I am directly going to the topic what we are going to cover. A recent development and emerging trends is cybersecurity. In cybersecurity, with the help of new algorithm, procedure, and framework, we are formatting more secure system. The world is moving towards a new phase of security for asymmetric schemes that promise to provide security to prevailing the security problems. Instead of using the predetermined matrix properties, here we are using the problems are resolved using the polynomials. Here Markin proposed two crypto system based on the Chimbay's theorem, and that proves the less time and space complexity. On the same hand, propose a scheme based on the concept of multivariate cryptography. Here he have introduced a multivariate cryptography, which use the concepts of hidden. Here all the informations are hidden with the help of private key and public key. Finally, introduced a modified RSA algorithm with some additional features. This is a modified cryptography algorithm. Actually, in cryptography algorithm, we will using the prime numbers. Here using some different concepts. This is a modified cryptography which I am going to present here. At the same time, RSA algorithm, we will use both the private key and public key. In a recent what are the algorithm we are merging means RSA and AES. These both algorithms are used in several applications, and even a recent attack, this type of algorithm also facing in some type of attack. For the solution, we are using the quantum cryptography to secure our information. Quantum cryptography is a new type of technology which is generating evidence of opportunity to develop an entirely a new generation of cyber security algorithm, which is more secure when we are comparing to all other algorithm. A normal quantum computer will be of 10,000 times faster than the classical computers. Hence, the researchers are working in depth to bring out the best possibility of smart, intelligent, and quantum safe cybersecurity algorithm. Where it has advantage of quantum cryptography is it has a potential to encrypt the data even after traditional cryptography method become unsecure. Mostly, traditional cryptography methods are secure. In some situation, it become unsecure also. We are using quantum cryptography. Here, we need fewer resources, which are very easy to use, which is virtually unhackable. We cannot hack the information easily. Conclusion: cybersecurity pertains to practice that prevent the cyber attacks, data breaches, and security threats. In general, the term cybersecurity is left with many questions such as what types of challenge and threats faced by the organization, how to migrate those attacks, who is at highest risk. Here, we cannot conclude these are that because everyone will face the highest risk. What steps need to be taken to reduce the cyber attacks and risk? Still, many more questions are unanswered. These are the papers I have referred.
Okay, Mr. Palani.
Okay, sir.
You made a survey. Few questions.
Yes, sir.
So you said in the conclusion you wrongly spelled the word instead of mitigating. How to mitigate the attacks? You
sir.
Spelled that migrate. It's not
sir.
How to mitigate the risk factors?
Okay, sir.
Mitigate by the attack. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You made a better, somewhat a best survey, literature survey on recent trends. But among till now I am coming to the directly to the question.
Okay, sir.
Among your facts and findings on the literature review, which cryptography technique will be feasible for the currently available security system? Which one will be best? What is your
sir? Actually, RS algorithm is the best, sir. But even RS algorithm also there are some problems, sir. So we are modifying the RS algorithm, sir.
No. You are saying that you are focusing on your area, but I'm asking a question.
We are combining two algorithms, sir. Yeah. Okay, sir.
So you are hybriding two different algorithms.
Yeah, two different algorithms to make the data more secure.
See, listen.
Yes, sir.
My question is,
yes, sir.
Which one is the best? You may have a variety of algorithms and techniques. Which technique is best enough for mitigating the risk factors given by the various attacks?
Sir, but each and every algorithm there are some problems, sir. So we are hybriding algorithm.
Sir, I agree. Okay, sir. Okay. Which one is best? Every algorithm have its own merits and demerits. I agree with that. But that, few algorithms still stands good.
RSA, sir. RSA always stands best, sir, when comparing to other algorithms.
Let me tell you the answer. Right now, sir. The best algorithm, what widely used as elliptic curve cryptography. Clear?
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, have some more additional information.
Okay,
go to the literature and fine tune your paper. That's
okay, sir.
Okay. Let me leave the other chairs.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Hello, sir.
Yes, madam. Yes, madam.
Palani sir, your work is okay. How you are telling that this is a modified RSA algorithm? In what part you are modifying your algorithm?
When transmitting the data, so we are implementing some other new algorithm, madam. But still now my research work is going, madam. I did not find the final solution. It's an initial stage, so I am hybriding the two algorithms, madam.
Okay, when you are going to hybrid some two algorithms, you should be very clear on the concept. Okay, well, since you are in early stage, it's okay.
Early stage.
When you are coming for the presentation, you have to clearly tell that. In this part,
what are the parameters you are modifying? What are the parameters you are enhancing? Yeah, that is rightly pointing out the things. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, sir. Okay. So thank you, madam.
Best wishes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, madam.
Mr. Sanjay.
Sir. I'm done,
Mr. Sanjay,
sir.
any question on this? Please.
Right now, no questions, sir. Everything you both have clarified.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah. Bye.
Thank you very much. Okay, sir.
Palani?
Yes, madam.
Yes. I have a basic questions only. I am
yes,
going to ask.
Yes, madam.
Okay.
Yes, madam.
Since you have started your work, okay. A basic question
madam.
only I am asking. So what are the concepts needed to learn cyber security? Because some students are attending the presentation we are watching.
First of all, okay, madam. I will tell, madam. First of all, we have to know the detailed about the network, madam.
Very good.
Network. How then they have to learn the basic thing like how to secure the data in network. Configuration of network. Okay. Finally, if they are more interested, means they can undergo Cisco certification, madam. Okay. For that, initially they need some knowledge about that network and hardware, madam.
So, say some tools, if it is needed, can you tell?
Still no. Now I don't remember that, madam. Okay. Better suggestion is to undergo Cisco certification, madam. If they are undergoing Cisco certification,
I am asking any tools available to this cyber security. Any tools?
We can use the antivirus software with updated versions, madam. Firewall. We can set the firewall.
Tools are also available. Just refer the net and
okay, madam.
Get it. Okay. So thank you.
Okay,
thank you. Well presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, madam.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, thank you, madam.
Sir, I have one doubt.
Yes, madam.
You told you found some problem in the RSA algorithm.
Yeah, madam.
What type of problem you found, sir?
Even RS algorithm also we can break that security, madam. Mostly we studied as RSA algorithm is the most secured one, and we cannot damage the data. In that also there are some security problems, madam. For that only we are producing new type of algorithm with the combination of some other good algorithms, madam. Kavita, madam.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay, madam. Okay.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you, madam.
Sir, if anyone is not having any doubt, means shall we go for the next candidate?
Better we can go to the next.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Now
Thank you.
R. Ramya, research scholar from Periyar EVR College, Trichinopalli, to explain the topic.
Yes, ma'am. Present.
Anyone in the organizing desk, please help out to present the work.
Send away.
Yeah, possible you can present, or else you can take your own time. Let me proceed with the next one.
Sir, 5 minutes.
Okay, pin it.
Sir, 1 minute.
Okay.
Share screen. Share right. Sir, visible. Hello, sir. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. Hello, sir.
Share the screen, ma.
Sir, is it visible?
Visible, but
Yes, ma'am. Your screen is visible, ma'am.
very small one. Not able to visualize fully.
Slide visible. View.
Okay, proceed with this. What you have right
Sir,
now?
okay. Sir. Okay, sir.
Okay. Go to the next.
Good afternoon to all. My paper topic is a survey on prediction of autism spectrum disorder using data science techniques, presented by Ramya or research scholar part-time under the guidance of Dr. S. Panir Arukiraj, Associate Professor, PG and Research Department of Computer Science, Thandai Periyar Government Arts and Science College, Autonomous, Tiruchirappalli. My paper is planned like this. Introduction, literature survey, challenges in predicting autism, problem definition, aim and objective, result and discussion, conclusion and future direction, references. Introduction. Autism spectrum disorder is a lifelong brain developmental disorder. The second, the diagnosis of autism is too complex and the prediction is done based on the historical data set of autism patients. Some of the data science techniques are used to predict autism, such as decision tree, random forest, logistic recursion, AdaBoost, Nairbase, k-nearest neighbor, and support vector machine. The above data science techniques are compared on the basis of features. This study is provide overall the summary of existing work. Literature survey. The CS Kanimoli Selve et al. Proposed feature is it identifies the earlier stage of autism, Second one is the decision tree has the highest degree of accuracy. Limitation is only useful for the small data set. It has a limit set of classification model. The Shahu Roman et al. Proposed features offer an effective and efficient method for detecting autism traits in different age groups and reduce the time and cost. Limitation is less suitable for large data set and inspection of applications are not designed for the different age group in below 3. Tanya Actor et al. Proposed feature using a variety of feature selections and ranking method. It is a highly predictive for autism. The limitation is some of the classifier produce the inconsistent results and the currently offered ASD dataset was insufficiently to fully resolve the ASD prediction. The Sumanraj et al. Proposed feature is it is preferable to handling the missing values and it has a high degree of accuracy and it takes the least amount of time. Limitation is when comparing SVM, ANN and CNN, SVM and ANN have the lower accuracy. Fadi Tampat et al. Is a proposed feature. Overall machine learning techniques were performed well. Limitation is one of the limitation of the work is it does not include the inconsistent involving truth error which are uncommon and difficult to obtain. Jaffer Alvin et al. Proposed feature, it demonstrates a high level of classification accuracy. It shortened the screening process. It identifies the fewest number of ASD codes, reducing the problem complexity. The limitation it is not appropriate for other types of autism medical data set. The Rupa PS et al. Proposed features, the logistic and SVM models have the lowest barrier scores and obtaining the greatest accuracy. Limitation it is consuming a more time. Chautal Gupta is et al. Proposed feature. It demonstrates the high specificity and sensitivity. It is greatly aided in the complicated diagnosing the process of autism. Limitation, the ADOS was usually considered in the clinical decision making, but it did not always determine the diagnosis. Lakshmi P. Proposed feature is effective handling the noises of data. A limitation it less suitable for large data set. It provides a less accuracy when using a large data set. Devika Varshini HG proposed feature is effective for pre-processing methods. Limitation it provides the less precisions. Challenges in predicting autism. The first one, the prediction of accuracy is the essential. At the same time, it is the challenging one. Second, it's very different to predict the autism by using a large data set. The most of the autism research has been done using 30 to 40 records. Third one, it will take more time to diagnose the autism. Fourth one, handling of missing values or the challenging one. Fifth one, the prediction done by comparing the limited number of models. Problem definition. The data science in healthcare is a rapidly growing and necessary field at present. Diagnosis of disease are too complex. Autism spectrum disorder, the prediction is too complex. What is autism? Autism is a developmental disorder that affects communication and behavior. Autism can be classified as 3 different levels, such as classical autism, low level, pervasive developmental disorder not otherwise specified, moderate level. Last one, Asperger syndrome, it's a high level. The graphical representation of classification of autism disorder. Aim and objective. Nowadays, the data science techniques play a vital role in diagnosing autism. Decision tree, random forest, logistic recursion, ADA-boost, Naive, k-nearest neighbor, support vector machine, and etc. are the few techniques labeled under the roof of data science are used to predict such disorder. The paper aimed to present a survey on various models proposed by various researchers to predict the severity of autism using data science techniques. Result and discussion. The sections intend the list of performance comparison of various models used to study proposed by various researchers down the year based on their accuracy. The Kanimoli Selve et al. Proposed model decision tree giving the accuracy the 100% for training set and 96% test set. Sharikumar et al. Proposed model merged a random forest caught and decision tree caught algorithm, giving the proposed model can predict the autism 92.26 and 93.78 and 97.10 accuracy in case of child, adolescent, and adult person. Tanya Akhtar et al. Proposed model SVM Adaboost Glumboost. It provides all the algorithm with a 100% of accuracy. The Sumanraj et al. Proposed model convolution neural network is the best performance 99.56, 98.30 and 96.88 accuracy in case of adult, children and adolescent. Fadi Tambat et al. Proposed model, it's a rule machine learning. It's the best result for 95% of accuracy. Zafar Alvin et al. Proposed model, the weight classification based on the association rule. It provides 86% of accuracy. Rupa P.S. et al. Provide the proposed model SVM and logistic recursion. It has a better classification accuracy of about 87.5% to 88%. Chartal Kuttar et al. Proposed model SVM model. It provides a 90% of accuracy. Lakshmi P. proposed model neural network model. It provides 90% of accuracy. Devika Vashni et al. Proposed model KNN and logistic recursion. The accuracy of KNN is 69.2, while the accuracy for the logistic recursion and random forest classifications are 98%. The graphical representation of result analysis. All of the proposed techniques are compared based on the accuracy, which shows the SVM, Adaboost, and Glumboost is outperformed with the accuracy of 100%. The convolution neural network CNN came in the second with accuracy 98%. The decision tree algorithms and rule machine learning came with a lost in accuracy 95%. Conclusion: the SVM, Adaboost, and Glumboost techniques outperform all other data science techniques in terms of 6 common statistical measures: accuracy, kappa statistic, AUROC, and sensitivity, specificity, and log loss. In all the proposed models, the performance for these techniques were high and have the strong indicator about the potential power of data science techniques in serving such the critical domain. In future, the methodology for earlier prediction of autism with minimum time consuming, minimum cost, and complexities are suggested. The references papers.
Okay, Ramya, nice presentation. I request the other chats kindly go through the session, question session, because since Ramya is my ward, this is not fair if I ask a question. So kindly others, please. Okay. I request Sanjay and Kavita ma'am and as well one more. Mala ma'am, please proceed.
Sir, if you want us to ask the question now?
No. Mr. Sanjay sir, Sanjay and Kavita ma'am, you please proceed with the question asked because Ramya is my ward.
Got you, sir.
Okay, I can. Okay,
yeah,
sir.
Because being my ward, if I ask that question, it's not fair, no?
Oh, okay. Yes,
please go ahead. Whatever thing you can criticize or you can give your suggestions. We are welcoming you.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Ramya madam,
yes, ma'am.
Your work is very good. You are doing this survey paper.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What are the features which are considered for autism prediction, ma'am? Features or parameters like that.
Ma'am, accuracy, sensitivity, specificity, precision, and F1 measures.
Okay.
You have to understand the question. Ramya, please understand the question.
Sir.
Mr. Sanjay, louder please. I couldn't get your point.
Sir is asking her to understand my question, sir.
My network is not very clear, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, tell me, Ramya. Yes.
Sir?
One more time.
Sir? Okay.
I'm listening to you. Please continue.
Sir,
Ramya?
Listen, sir.
Ramya, could you please elaborate the various parameters you are using currently for predicting the autism? Please, because since it is very much interested by the others, kindly elaborate this. What are the parameters? How you are predicting the same? Yeah. Am I right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, accuracy, capacity, sensitivity, specificities.
What are the other measures? F1 score and other.
F1 score.
What actually these things are dealing with? You just elaborate because few of the budding scholars are there, and for some more additional participants of PG students are also available in this meet. Kindly elaborate your work. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, proceed.
Sir, 1 minute.
Relax and do it.
Sir, is the maximum level of my referring above mentioned paper, I have learned that there is the merits and demerits. The proposed parameters, the maximum level of accuracy reached using a large data set and reducing the processing time and handling the missing values in best way, comparing the maximum number of models, sir.
Okay, ma'am. How we are going to handle the missing values?
Some methods is Z-score. The Z-score transmission using method use karen. It's reprocessing techniques use missing values sir.
You have just started your work, yes?
Yes, sir.
Hello? Can you hear me?
Sir, yes, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Madam, you told that most of the works are 94%, 90% like that. What is your aim to predict? At what accuracy your opinion?
So 100% of accuracy I am reaching. So 99.
Optimism.
100% is not possible, I think so.
Yes. So 98% or 99.
Okay.
The maximum level of accuracy reaches.
Okay. Pa. All the best.
Thank you.
Okay, shall we go with the next?
Thank you, sir.
Next, I call S. Jayashree, MSc Computer Science from Auxilium College, to share a presentation.
Sir, can I talk to you, sir, for 1 minute? Sir, there is a situation here. So let me leave for some time and I'll join you, sir. Is that okay with you, sir? All the chairs. Sir?
Sanjay?
Sir, கேக்குதா சார்?
இப்ப கேக்குது. சொல்லுங்க, என்ன சொன்னீங்க?
இங்க ஒரு சின்ன பிரச்சனை சார்.
Okay. Please go ahead. We'll manage.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your understanding, sir.
Bye.
With all respect and regards to all the chairs, let me leave because of a practical situation.
Thank you, sir.
Ma'am, can you hear me, ma'am?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, everyone gathered here. Myself, Jayashree from Auxilium College. My title is Smart Digital Monitoring for Attendance System-Based Face Recognition using CNN HAR under the guidance of Dr. Shobna, ma'am, Auxilium College.
Yeah, proceed.
Yes. Automatic face recognition has played a vital role in every sector, and face recognition is the only used by biometrics. It can be used for security, authentication, identification, and it has got many more advantages. And SMART stands for self-monitoring, analysis, and reporting technology. This project presents a computer system will able to find and recognize human faces fastly and precisely through a surveillance camera. This system consists of 4 phases: database creation, face detection, face recognition, and attendance updation. The database is created by the images of the students in class. Face detection is performed by using Icadsic classifier, and face recognition is performed by using LPBH, local binary pattern histogram. After detecting the face, the attendance will be stored in an XLS file. Introduction. A facial recognition system, it is a technology capable of matching a human faces from a digital image or a video frame, and it works by pinpointing and measuring the facial features from a given image. And the traditional method of attendance marking consumes more time and becomes many complicated when the strength is more. The smart attendance system will edge over the traditional method, and it will save times, and it also can be used for security purpose. The main advantage is it will prevent fake attendance. The main purpose of facial recognition attendance system, it uses the facial recognition technology to identify and verify a person using a person's facial features, and it will automatically mark the attendance. The system will record and stores the data in real time. In existing system, LPB has been used for extracting the feature of an image. LPB stands for local binary pattern, and SVM is used for training the model. SVM stands for support vector machine. And the main disadvantage of LPB is LPB is sensitive in noise, and it does not consider effect on center pixel. SVM it does not train large amount of images. So the main disadvantage is SVM is it could not train more number of images. Then the accuracy will be lesser. In the proposed system for face detection and face recognition, in this project has been two algorithm has been implemented. For face detection, R cascade technique has been implemented, and for face recognition, local binary pattern histogram has been used. And for training the model, convolution neural network is used to train the model. After detecting the face of the students, and it will also send SMS to the students' parents regarding the timings of the attendance. The advantage of this proposed system is it will be higher accuracy rate, and more features can be extracted using R cascade technique, and CNN model will be more effective while comparing to the SVM model. And these are the system specification, hardware requirements, and the software requirements has been used in this project. And system architecture, first the admin will upload the student data. After admin uploading the student data, training and the testing, the image will be processed and it will be stored in a database. While the student entering into the college, it will capture the face. After capturing the face, it will match whether the student face has been matched or not. After the student face has been recognized and it has been matched, and it will be take attendance, and it will be stored, data will be stored in a database. If admin wants to view the attendance, admin is only the authorized person can only view the attendance. So admin can view the attendance by entering the student's register number. And the problem description, in this digital era, recognizing a faces in a computer vision, it is a challenging problem. An SPM model will train only the limited amount of images in an existing system. And LPB is used for face detection and the same as face recognition, and the main disadvantage is it will result in low accuracy rate. This project aims to design and implement as 4 phases: database creation, face detection, and face recognition, and attendance updation. For face detection, R cascade technique has been implemented, and for face recognition, local binary pattern histogram has been used, and CNN is used to train the model. Next, the module specification. In this project, there are 4 modules: database creation, face detection, face recognition, and attendance updation. Database is created by using my class students in our class. In this project, parameters are register number, name, department, and parents' mobile number. Register number will be set as an unique ID in the database. Next module is face detection. Detecting a facial landmark, it is a subset of shape prediction problem. In this project, R cascade technique is used for face detection. Facial landmarks such as eyes, nose, mouth, and it is used to localize and represent the salient regions in the face. And R cascade consists of 3 features: edge feature, line feature, center surrounded features. These are the kinds of features. The edge feature is used to represent eyes, and line features is used to represent nose, and center surrounded features used to represent mouth. This is an figure of theoretical face model. And this is an example of face detection. First, the R cascade technique will detect whether it is a human or not by using an eyes, nose, and mouth features. And face recognition. In this project, face recognition is achieved through local binary pattern histogram. It consists of 4 parameters: radius, neighbors, grid X, grid Y. The first step is applying the LPB operation. LPB stands for local binary pattern. The first step is to create an intermediate image based on using the radius and neighbors parameters. It will be generated. Next, it will be divided into 3 into 3 pixels. and it can be represented into 3 matrix, and it lies between the intensity of 0 to 255. The central value will be considered as a threshold value. After threshold value, we can set the new binary value for each neighbor. If the neighbor value is equal or more than the threshold value, it will be the binary value will be set to 1, else it will be set to 0. Then the matrix will contain only the binary value, which is nothing but zeros and ones. Then the converted binary value will be converted into a decimal value, with set into the central value of the matrix, and it is actually a pixel from the original image. Next is extracting the histogram. Grid X and grid Y is an parameters of LPBH. Here we are using the grid X and grid Y. It will divide the image into multiple grids by using a grid X and grid Y. Each histogram will contain only 256 position with light intensity between 0 to 255. In this image, the original image will be converted into LPB result. LPB results by using a radius and neighbors, and after it will be dividing the grids by using a grid X and grid Y. Next, it will generate an histogram for each region of the block, and next it will concatenate the histogram as all blocks. Next, performing the face recognition, it will find the image that matches the input image. By comparing the two histogram, it will return the image which has the closest histogram. This is an equation to compare the histogram. Next, this is an output while recognizing the face. Attendance updation. In this project, attendance will be automatically updated in the database, and also it will send to the students' parents regarding the timings of the attendance. This is an example page of attendance updation. And while if the students entered earlier to the college, it will send parents to the parents. It will send to the parents' number as message: Jayshree left earlier at college. And if student attended correctly, it will send a message that student has been attended perfectly to the college. So conclusion, in this proposed work, I have created the model that take an attendance of students in the allotted time by the face recognition. In this project, face recognition LPBH has been successfully implemented, and it detects and it recognizes the human faces, and histogram will be matches. This system can also use to identify an unknown person in real-time scenarios, and it performs better than other algorithms. And CNN also proved that to be a better classifier when compared to other classifier. It is useful for authentication and security. Future enhancement, in the future, this project can extend into many different fields like education, corporate offices, and many other workplaces. And this project can be implemented in IoT in futures. It is nothing but Internet of Things. Okay. And a large number of data. Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, bye. Very nice. It's a speedy presentation.
Thank you, sir.
There are a few questions. Okay, why work is nice? Presentation is nice. Now, I'll come to the questions directly.
Okay.
Have you bothered about the hardware requirements, especially the processor, speed of the processor, the amount of memory it requires for holding the bitmap images? Okay.
Yes, sir.
And one more, the rate of classification.
Yes, sir. I can't understand.
Have you bothered about the parameters? Okay, the problems, hardware elements, that is especially the amount of memory required for storing or maintaining the attendance record.
Yes, sir. In this mini project, I have.
Next is the processor speed.
Yes, sir.
And keeping digital surveillance camera in different places. Okay.
Yes, sir.
This point is to be addressed. Okay, anyhow, it's nice work. Now, only one question. Second question is,
yes, sir.
What is the rate of, that is FRR value and FAR value of your work? That is false rejection rate and false acceptance rate.
Sorry, sir.
Okay, then only I can, if you if you develop an automatic system, yes, okay, that automatic system, suppose not even a single false record is to be accepted. So you should have the minimum of, okay, accept the minimum value of our rate of acceptance of the false record with low. then only you can say it's a very fine-tuned automated system.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so
Okay, sir.
in this paper, though you are saying that it's a smart digital monitoring system, but what you call? You missed to spell about the FRR and FER, because these are the two parameters it must give a focus on any type of monitoring system or automated system. Okay, kindly have a note on this, focus on it. Best of luck. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
So the other chairs, please. Other chairs,
Yes, sir.
please.
Thank you. Yes, I am asking, sir. I am Kavita. Madam, can you tell me how you are going to store your data? You told me that database, okay, one of the requirements. How you are going to store your data?
MySQL database I am using to store.
What are the data you are going to collect for that, ma?
Register number, parents' mobile number, and their name.
That is enough, huh?
For in my project in main, I will implement more parameters, ma'am. For mini project, I have did only the 3 parameters.
Okay, only this is applicable for your current project is based on school students or college students like that attendance.
College.
Then it has to be in which department like that, and only you are telling that register number, name, and parents.
Yes, ma'am. In this project, I have taken only my class students for the mini project. So I have taken only my class.
What are the unique key you are going to use?
I'm going to use unique key as register number, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So a lot of questions is asked by sir. So just I want to have an idea about the database only, how you are going to retrieve the information, how you are comparing that when the person image is captured.
Yes, ma'am. While the person image is capturing, I have already, as admin, I already will train the image. Already they will capture the image and store in
how you are going to train that training
yes,
data?
ma'am.
Any particular method you are going to use?
Yes, ma'am. For only I'm using convolution neural network. While admin has been entering the details, after entering the register number and their parents number, after there is a one button where if you click capture image, it will automatically, webcam will be open and it will be automatically capture 100 image, ma'am. So
okay, just I want to have a question here. Okay. You are told that only 3 items are needed: roll number, name, and parents' mobile
yes,
number. Then how we are going to store your image? How we are going to compare? This is the image of the student like that.
Yes, that's why I'm coming.
Yeah, you left that. You left that when I'm asking that question. You left that.
Yes,
okay,
ma'am, that's why I'm coming to say that no, ma'am. While the admin while coming to train, no, ma'am. If that time the capture image will be there, ma'am. If the admin click the capture image, the student should be in front of the camera, ma'am. So the 100 images will be captured. While student entering into the college, it will automatically store by using the LPBH algorithm. It will automatically, if the histogram has been matched, it will recognize it is that person, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. All the best for your work.
Thank you.
Thank you. Jayashree.
Yes, ma'am.
Jayashree?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, only one question.
Yes,
very nice presentation, Jayashree. Very fast. You explain it very clearly. Very nice presentation. But I ask only one question.
Yes,
is it feasible? Because college like 2,000 students, is it possible to have a capturing of face for all the students? Is it possible?
Ma'am, it is possible only in IoT technology, ma'am, because in Python we cannot do the 2,000 members, ma'am, because the storage will be more, no, ma'am. So it is not possible.
Yeah, for example, in my college, for the shift 2, some 2,500 students are coming. Okay, so is it feasible to capture all the students' faces?
Yes,
is it possible? Is it possible?
Yes, ma'am. It is possible, ma'am. When it be
how is it possible?
Yes, ma'am. It is possible when this title has been moved to IoT, ma'am, because it has capable of capturing 2,000 images, ma'am.
So what is the requirement?
Ma'am?
What is the requirement for? Hardware requirements.
Hardware requirements is 120 only, ma'am. 120. 160.
Hardware requirements.
Hardware requirements, processor should be in Intel i3, ma'am. And RAM should be in 8 GB. And hard disk should be in 250 or 500 GB.
I am not asking for processing.
No.
For face recognition, first you have to capture the images.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. For that, I am asking what are the requirements.
So whether for that hardware requirements you are asking, ma'am? Only a webcam is enough for that requirements, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Jayashree, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
Madam கேக்குற question வேற. அவங்க காலேஜ்ல 2500 பேர் இருக்காங்க. Okay, sir. If you ask them to be in the line, it will take nearly approximately 1 hour to scan. Surveillance is not possible. First of all, if surveillance is not possible, means how can you scan the people? How can you intimate? Then how to you process with a dictionary image what is available with? Is it possible? I am asking about your feasibility of your system.
No, sir. That's only I have answered that it is not possible Python in this project, sir. It is possible.
No. Though you are using a Python or Java, whatever big thing.
Okay,
the basic question is, if you have a limited size, it is feasible.
Okay,
say
sir.
some 50 or 100, it is enough.
Okay,
or like Icadsic college, like some other college, Loyola. If you go, you'll find around 7,500 students will be coming at the neck of the moment by 9:30 a.m. Can you say the people came to the college or?
Okay.
Is it possible? That's why
No, sir.
Initially I pointed about the processor speed, camera, memory space, and all the items required for conducting the same. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Anyway, it's a best work, nice speedy presentation, but it is to be fine tuned, and the parameters is to be addressed.
Okay, sir.
Right.
Thank you, sir.
Yes. Okay. Shall we go to the next? Organizer desk, please.
Yes, sir. Now I call Jayashanti, Assistant Professor of MMES Women's College, Male Visharan, to present a topic on big data challenges.
Madam, who is coming? Could you please repeat one more? Hello?
Jayashanti, Assistant.
Jayashanti. Okay.
Yes. Ma'am, are you ready, ma'am? Jayashanti, ma'am.
Jayashanti. Her paper is not given in the list. Organizing desk, please help us.
Yes, sir.
Her paper is not included in the list. Could you please say what is dealing?
Sir, I will call the next person, sir.
Okay. See.
Next, I call Shantini B, Research Scholar, Annamalai University, Chidambaram, to present a topic, Impact of Business Analytics on E-commerce Data, set utilizing the modern data mining techniques.
Hello. Is this visible now?
Yeah. Please go ahead.
Yes, it's audible.
Is it
Yes, it's
audible?
audible. You can. Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, please proceed.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. Good afternoon, respected sirs and madam. This is Shantini B, PhD scholar of Annamalai University at Chidambaram. Now I'm here going to present a literature survey of my PhD research work under the guidance of Dr. N. Subbalakshmi, Annamalai University. The survey paper entitled with Impacts of Business Analytics on E-commerce Dataset Utilizing Modern Data Mining Techniques. These are all the contents of my presentation that we see one by one. First, it starts with the abstract. We are living in this modern computing world, e-commerce, which means electronic commerce becoming a dominant field. As in all of human being, there is no doubtedly e-commerce had one of the most significant effects on how goods are purchased and sold nowadays. And also after COVID-19 pandemic, its usage is highly impacted one. And also it is highly anticipated to increase in the volume of mobile e-commerce too. Although it is still an inattentive and tedious process, and more companies are looking for new procedures and new technologies and algorithms to make their e-commerce strategies is more sustainable. As I said before, the practical distribution of products and services has been demonstrated by a COVID-19 period. After that also, people buy and sell everything through online every day with a single click of a mouse. But businesses use data science and machine learning to keep users engaged with their website or to improve the user experience also. Say, for example, the Amazon website, when we're looking for a product, we can see a number of recommendations and reviews regarding that. Here, machine learning techniques only used to generate these types of recommendations. It picks up information from previous purchases and usage of the user. So many terms that we are used regularly, that is business intelligence, data analytics, and data science, and etc. Data from several domains is refers to analytics in general. Data analytics include a business analytics as a subset one. Using a data analytics and exploring values in business organization to make a better decision is known as a business intelligence, we all know. So here we incorporate these things in our study to implement the new concept. This study made by twofold methodologies. First, we review the literature on BI with the DM to show that they are not separate methods but an integrated decision support system. And secondly, we explore how online businesses use various data mining algorithms and techniques with BDA, and practically how it is conjunction with the BI. So only we studied these things here, and it will give one e-pharmacy data set evaluations which satisfies data mining with business intelligence technology. There are some characteristics of a BI with data mining are listed here. As a prime purpose of a business intelligence is making a support decision system. In a data analytics, it converts and cleans the raw data first, and then only we can able to go further more process. And perspective of a business intelligence is looking backward, which means a past-oriented concept. So the type of question is also will arising what has already happened. Data analytics, it is a looking forward process, which means a future-oriented concept. So the type of question also will arise of what will happen. And the data for BI, we used warehouse data, and it is a structured one. But in a data analytics, it is a real-time data, and it's mostly an unstructured one. The users of a BI or CEOs and CFOs and CIO, and in a data analytics for user, data scientists and IT professionals. BI in a scope is unlimited, and in a data analytics scope may be a problem-oriented. And some methodologies of business intelligence or monitoring system, dashboard designings, and KPI report generation like that. And in a data analytics, the methods, it's a lot of methods available. We know data mining, text mining, up to web mining, and a lot of statistical tools we have for analyzing a quantitative analysis. And the trends, some of the trends we used in our data mining with e-commerce. The basic data mining functionalities we are used in day-by-day activities. I just recalled through this slide. I just skip this. And this slide shows what are all the benefits and challenges we are facing while we implementing a data mining techniques in e-commerce sites. Quick and accurate predicting trends, data-driven approach, affordable solution changes, and security and safety measures is highly also concerned. And these are all the benefits I gave here. And challenges are a lot, but I just gave a main challenges we are facing while implementing a data mining techniques in e-commerce. First, the difficulty of the technology. Is of course the developer or researcher can face the technology issues due to lack of knowledge on that time of tools they are used. So they need well-known knowledge about implementing tools. And in case of accuracy, it is also can definitely change one methodology to another methodology. So it is also a highly concerned one issue. And next is to secure a confidential data might use a privacy enhancing technology, which means because a client as well as admin of e-commerce sites creates a lot of data in every day, every minute, and every nanoseconds. So it should be a confidential one to implement this. Some of the cryptography protocols are also used for security purpose. And here mentioning the list of techniques most probably used in a data mining and data sources list. I highlighted outlier deduction technique here because from the next slide, I will show one implementation topic regarding this outlier deduction. Is here, the outlier deduction is highly the high dimensional data presents various challenges resulting from because of dimensionality. So here we proposed a novel rank pruning model based algorithm a priori for frequent item set mining, and it is used for discovering valuable correlations among the data. First, we identify the infrequent item set from the frequent one, and then only we can able to deduct the outliers easily. First, we want to know about what is meant by outliers. We all know outlier, which means dissimilar data items or abnormal items. Outlier deduction means how to remove the outliers from the given data set. Outlier deduction as well as analysis are very useful for fraud detection, customized marketing or running nowadays, and medical analysis, many other fields. Outliers can be caused by measurement of execution error. This chart shows in data without outlier and with outlier, and slight deviations of their statistical answers too. We can able to see. And from my base paper, I just analyzed, as I already told, the outlier deduction concepts have done through the KNN algorithm, and it is examined deducting outliers. This use two main concept terms, hubs and anti-hubs. Hubs means frequent items, and anti-hubs used to detect infrequent items. Here it is reformulated by anti-hub square to produce a n-square score. Even though KNN focuses on detecting outliers in high-dimensional data, it becomes a less performance and a computational time. That's why we just moved with the a priori algorithm. It is a seminal algorithm for finding a frequent item set with the use of a candidate key generation, and it uses a property anti-monotonicity, which means if an item set is not frequent, any of its superset is be never frequent. That is the anti-monotonicity property. And it uses item sets or sorts in a lexicographic order. And it is proposed by R.S. Agrawal and Srikanth at the period of 1994. And it uses a breadth first search model for mining process. The basic functions two are used in a priori algorithm: join and prune step. Join, which means union or merging of two frequent item set, and pruning means removing infrequent items from the frequent one. I gave a general algorithm structure for this reference. Yes, here only implementing BI with the DM technique while uploading e-pharmacy ledger. Here we did one sample demonstration with the help of a Java NetBeans IDE with the help of a priori algorithm to detect outliers. E-pharmacy ledger uploaded as an input. Here it produces mined output as different categories. It took vocab data set. It is a predefined IBM synthetic data set. Just 1,000 samples we took for this sample demonstration. And this diagram shows the flow of work. First, we upload the data set with the help of a priori, and it is mined and gave a weightage for item set. And then it can produce the output as a 5 categories like closed, coverage, max, freshness, and purity value. Based on this, we can fetch frequent item set and infrequent items separately, and then outliers can detect it easily. These are the outputs we produced through this API. And this chart shows time complexity and the operational cost comparison with the KNN and a priori. From this, we can able to find which one is the best. When compared to KNN, a priori produces the lowest time complexity and operational cost. So a priori is the best one. These are all the closed patterns and max pattern, min patterns meanings. Exact the same supports sequential pattern means it is derived from a closed pattern. The maximal pattern means it exceeds the minimal support threshold frequent patterns. Coverage, which means patterns controlled by certain range or values. Freshness, which means generates hierarchies of high quality topics represented by a meaningful phrases. These are all the, I gave some top 6 online pharmacy available in India: Netmex, Practo, 1mg, PharmEasy, Apollo Pharmacy, and Midlife. These are all some comparison between KNN with the a priori characteristics. And nowadays it is very trending. These are the 5 main data science initiatives in e-commerce process. Is trending now. That is a recommendation system. As I already told, recommendation system is a type of information filtering that aims to rating or preferences a user would assign to a certain object. And customer lifetime value modeling have a lot of formulas to calculate this. Valuable customer lifespan calculation, nothing but how long they interact with the e-commerce sites and purchases good. And chunk model aims in locating a clients who are most likely to switch e-retailers. Say for example, while we move on to the Zomato from Swiggy, they will provide a lot of discounts on ordering foods in Swiggy to keep customers as their license. That's why they gave like types of discounts. That is one best example of chunk model. And fraud detection, online fraud deductions related with the cyber related concept, we know. And reviews, customer reviews. If customer gives and reviews, star reviews, comments reviews, we day-to-day life we are giving a lot of reviews in online products. And it is also concerned with the ratings and reviews website can be retrieved using data science techniques. When conclude this paper, the literature survey of data mining technologies with BI or go through, and this implementation and comparative study leads to the creation of sophisticated data analysis tool and novel procedures in e-commerce. We can expand this research work with the various fields of e-commerce data mining will be covered, like reviews, recommendation system, and the AI bot. It plays a vital role in our society now, AI bots. And in-depth discussion of business intelligence with the data mining methodologies have to be covered in future. These are all the references I referred for this study. That's it. Thank you.
Shantini ma'am.
Tell me, sir.
Okay. Nice presentation. You made an elaborated survey on the what you call the data mining techniques, how it makes an impact on the.
Sir, I can't able to hear your voice clearly.
Is it audible now?
Yeah, okay, sir.
So you made an elaborated survey on the data mining techniques, how it affects the e-commerce elements. Oh, okay, it's nice. The presentation was nice and it's very good. You clearly explained what are the pros and cons, everything. Okay, one small question I have.
Yes.
What sort of impacts you just listed out all? What are the merits and demerits? What is BI and what is DM and everything? Okay. But in the case, what sort of impacts right now you noticed on your as a research gap? on studying these various papers,
yeah,
what sort of impact you noticed in your mind? What you conceived from that research review of literature as a research gap? Is my question clear now? Is my question clear?
Yeah, according to my point of view, you just ask what is the impact on this survey gap.
Yes.
Right, sir?
Yeah.
Is it right?
Yes, proceed.
Yeah, okay. There is a lot of sources and availability nowadays happening through the e-commerce sites. After COVID-19, it is impacts us more. We know that, and it produces a lot of advantages as well as some of the demerits also happening. Hubs and anti-hubs.
You are saying that again. The impacts are more and more impacts in the sense in what sense you are saying that these are the impacts? That is ordering biryani, 3,000 biryanis in 2 seconds. Is it a impact of the e-commerce? Is it the way of? Is it the duty of what you call the recommender systems?
Impacts in the sense I noticed that positive impacts.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm not saying about fully demerits, sir. The positive impacts people have impacted through online with the business intelligence concept.
Okay, so coming to the point of supply chain management.
Yeah.
If you are dealing majorly because the supply chain management is e-commerce is fully rely on supply chain management process.
Yes.
Okay, if you say that these are the impacts which are forced or focused on the electronics, if so, what sort of problems will rise in near future to affect the supply chain management?
I'm not fully go through with commerce related concepts, sir. The core paper of my PhD work is advanced data mining techniques. So I got a suggestion from my guide side. We have to incorporate a data mining modern techniques with business intelligence concept. So I just go through the e-commerce is running in a nowadays. It's very popular one. So e-commerce with business.
Okay. Kavita ma'am, please. Kavita ma'am.
Sir, I think some network issues.
Okay. What about Mala ma'am or somebody else? Any question from the audience side? Any question from the audience side?
Sir, sorry, sir. My connection has been.
No issue.
Okay. Madam, your work is very nice. You have done a very good survey. Reviewed lots of paper. But I want to know. Because lots of paper you have reviewed, really, what is your purpose of doing this? Your main focus?
That's the same question I asked. You made an elaborate survey on all the items. But what is the final impact? What you learned as a research camp? How you are going to fulfill or satisfy the handicap of the present system? Okay, how the recommender system holds good or supports you for doing the eliminating the negative side of this e-commerce and data mining. I asked her, but she's not in a position to answer all these questions.
Yes, sir. Yes, but I want to, because she has done a lot of work in that. A priori, like that.
I can understand your questions, ma'am. But I'm doing a first year, so after survey paper only how to prepare a framework paper and
okay, no problem. You have to have a focus on the work which you are going to do. Okay, you have a clear idea. You have done lots of survey. Okay, from that I am going to do this only.
Yes, okay, ma'am. I mentioned in our future work too, AI bots, artificial intelligence bots plays in a vital role in WhatsApp as well as social medias. There are a lot of bots available
Yes,
through
that area is different, no? That we can you can have a different survey on that AI board like that.
but it is a data science initiative concept only, ma'am. And I'm
Yeah.
saying just for example. And one more thing is review systems and recommendation systems.
Shantini madam, you are discussing about all the items. அதாவது சுருக்கமாக சொல்லணும்னா எல்லாத்துலேயும் யூனிஃபுல் தான் மேய்றீங்க, நிறைய சொல்றீங்க. உங்களுடைய ஃபோக்கஸ் என்னன்னு தான் நாங்கள் ரெண்டு பேருமே கேட்குறோம்.
எஸ் சார்.
சரிங்களா?
புரியுது.
I think she's her focus on AI. I think so, sir. Lastly, she's telling no.
You are dealing with a variety of elements. You made an elaborated way. But the thing is, what you got as a finding? What is the research gap of your research work? Have you narrowed down your research?
Yes, I can understand, sir.
Hello?
Yeah.
Here have you narrowed down your research work? What is the problem you are right now working on it? On the recommender side or on the prediction side?
Yes.
The impact analysis. What is your work?
In this survey, I just
what you learned from the review of literature as the impact what you had in your mind. Got the question? I got the question.
I understand, sir. I can understand your question.
Yeah, okay. Ma'am, Kavita ma'am, please.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir. No, sir. All the best for ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you for your valuable suggestion.
I request the other participants who are not presenting the paper, please mute your mic. Okay. A kind request, the other participants who are not presenting the paper, please mute your mic. Okay. Shall we proceed with the next?
Good afternoon to all. Good afternoon to all. Myself, Safia and Jay Shanti. We are presenting paper on challenges on big data.
Okay.
So before understanding the challenges of big data, we have to know about what is big data. Big data is a collection of huge amount of data which requires technologies, architectures, tools, which is possibly used to extract values from it. So the name big data itself, it misleads to the understanding of it contains only huge amount of data. It not only contains huge amount of data, at the same time storing, managing and optimizing of data is also important in big data. Next. Big data has four main properties. In other terms, it is known as 4 V's of big data. First one is variety. Okay, what is variety means? Variety in big data is data which stored in big data. It doesn't contain only same types of data. It contains different types and different categories of data. Okay, let us see what that different types of data means. First is structured data. Structured data are organized in one format. That means it is stored in rows and columns like data stored in SQL databases. Next one is semi-structured data. Semi-structured data has a structure form and at the same time it has self-describing structure also. Example of semi-structured data are XML files which contains tags that describes its own data. Next one is sir. Yes, sir.
Can you speed up these basic items?
Okay, sir. Next one, unstructured data. Unstructured data, it doesn't have a particular structure which can be identified. Examples of this unstructured data are images, audio, video, PDF files. These types of data are unstructured data. Another property of big data is volume. Volume is nothing but the size of data which indicates. Okay. volume of data is not just a megabyte or gigabytes of data. Data in today's present days, it is contained based on petabytes. One million petabytes, it can be increased to zettabytes. In future uses, it is increased to zettabytes. Example of these data are social media networking sites, stock market exchange. These types of data are big data. Another property of big data is velocity. Velocity is the processing speed of data. So big data contains petabytes amount of data. So the processing speed is important in big data. So processing is the important. Why means it doesn't contain small amount of data. Huge amount of data should be processed and optimized at the same time. Another property of big data is variability, and it can be known as veracity. Veracity is the consistency of the big data. Okay, consistency means data which should be consistent in its processing. Whatever data we are extracting from big data, it should be flexible to produce outputs. At the same time, the data can be increased out, or it can be decreased in the future. Next slides will be next slides are explained by Jayashant.
Hi everyone, good afternoon. Myself Shanti. I am going to explain about challenges and issues faced by using big data. So, in big data challenges and issues, we can face privacy and security in the sense most common issues are mainly focused on concept, technical, and legal significance. So, concept in the sense it will be based on conceptual formation. Technical means it suppose the external large data of a particular person will be updated in every year or maybe in a month. So legal significance in the sense a law or historical importance judged according to the criteria. So next one is access and sharing information. So the access and sharing information, if we want to share our data to other person, it must be accurate, complete, and we should hand over our data in a timely manner. So next one is storage and processing issues. We can face many issues by storing the big data. So many institutions are facing lots of problem to store large amount of data. To overcome this problem, we will have a solution that is none of that. That is an important tool of Hadoop. So Hadoop in the sense it will have a two types. First one is Hadoop distributed file system. So another one is map reduce technique. So by using this Hadoop technology, it will have only one master plan or master nodes. Many computer will have a slave nodes. Okay, so it has only one master node. Rest of the systems are called virtual computer or virtual nodes. So it will work as a slave nodes. So by using map reduce system, we can reduce our data into key pattern. So the advantages of the Hadoop in the sense we have to update our new nodes in day-to-day life, and also by using Hadoop we can reduce and also we can write the data immediately or we can share the data immediately. So next one is it is mostly flexible and comfortable. So how we can use the Hadoop in the technology means, for example, in map reducing technology, assume we can have three files. For example, it has two columns that represent a city and corresponding temperature. For example, Vellore has in the month of May, 15th day, Vellore will be have a in a city name is Vellore and the temperature may be 20. So again, city may be a Chennai and its temperature will be a 22. So to overcome this problem, we'll have only one solution. So highest temperature only we can get by using the map reducing technology. So our result will be the highest temperature in the sense Vellore can get 20, Chennai can get 22 and Kovai can get 33. So by conclude this problem, big data is potentially used in day-to-day life, not only in day-to-day life, in future also we can use this big data. So thank you so much.
Deshanti.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, your topic is big data challenges, but you didn't highlight what are the challenges in big data.
Yes, ma'am.
You
But in
explained tools and techniques and all, but you didn't highlight what are the challenges really we are undergoing with the big data. You didn't
yes,
say
ma'am.
anything on
By
it.
overcome these problems or in challenges only, we are using the tools, ma'am, Hadoop technology. We can face
No,
many challenges by using big data.
Yeah. Tell me some challenges which we are facing. What are the challenges we are facing?
Yes, ma'am. We should update our data year wise or monthly wise. For example, in social, we can take in social media. So we'll have large amount of data in that. So we can have many problems. For example, we can capture our through mobile in the sense will have that much of data. But in social media, in the sense, we can have a large amount of storage capacity to view or to share our data.
Hello. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
One more question. Nowadays, the companies are dealing with a lot of data. So we are calling it as a big data. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
In order to protect the data, what they are basically using?
Protect the data. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
They can give some security purpose, ma'am. They can give a
okay.
like password.
In what way that security can be achieved?
Securities are provided based on updating the softwares, ma'am. Usually, whatever data we are storing in servers, company which they are maintaining our data, they have certain security and policies to protect our data. They improve their softwares to protect our data. Data won't be stored in one particular server. That data are shared in many servers.
Shanti madam,
yes.
What you are telling means it is not based on. Sorry, I am asking the candidate. Sorry. Hello.
Yes, ma'am. Tell me, ma'am.
The company.
Yes, ma'am. Tell me, ma'am.
The company is protecting the data. You are telling that you should not tell like that. How we are protecting the data? You have to tell. In which way they are protecting the data?
Yeah, that is correct. That is a question.
We can use software, ma'am, open source techniques.
Yes.
Okay, Shanti, are you a student or a research scholar?
No, sir. Just I completed MPhil, sir. I didn't do my PhD, sir.
Okay, so presentation is to be improved. And the topic is given as big data challenges, but we are dealing with only basic concepts. So better I can fine tune the same. But one thing, you gave a topic as challenges. I'll give you a small note to all the participants who are in the meet. After the birth of cloud computing, there is no meaning for regarding the storage and processing challenges. Hope everyone will accept this factor. Okay, so we can hire any number of processors, any amount of memory, and everything on the payment. Okay, but I'm not feeling that. Is it a challenge for holding the data which is not available with us? That is, I'm dealing with big data. What you have is data, and it's not having is big data. If you say it in crispy way. So, after the birth of cloud computing, I don't feel that is there any challenge. There is no problem in dealing with the storage as well as the processors and everything. Hope everyone will accept my point. Okay, but anyhow, congratulations to the presenters. Okay, nice to be improved. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Kavita ma'am, have you answered?
Yes. Yes. Okay. All the best, ma'am. All the best.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Candidate.
Okay, next, please.
Thank you, ma'am. Now, I call M. Prabha, Assistant Professor from Devaya MI College from Women's Maypuram to present a topic on real-time credit card fraud detection using fuzzy
Madam,
and deep
madam, louder
neural
please. Madam, louder please. I couldn't recognize your words. The organizing desk, please. Louder please.
Now I invite M. Prabha, sir.
Good evening, sir. I am N. Prabha. It is audible, sir?
Yeah, right now. Good. So you are dealing with this real time CC. Am I correct?
In the connection
Yes, sir.
Yeah, proceed.
Shall I present, sir?
Present it. Share your slide.
Sir. It is visible, sir? Yes, sir, it is visible.
Yes, yes.
Okay, madam.
Okay.
We are getting your slide.
I am Prabha, MP, MPhil. I am doing PhD. So I am a research scholar and assistant professor in Department of Computer Application, Devani Ammal College. Yes, sir, it is visible, sir.
Yes, yes, yes. Please proceed. Yes, please proceed.
Okay, sir. So my it is a research topic. Okay, sir. So my research topic is credit card fraud detection and prevention method. So in that, my fourth methodology is real-time credit card fraud detection using fuzzy and deep learning, deep neural network. So the abstract of this is the financial fraud protection is important research nowadays. Most of the transactions is made in online. So in that process, I took a credit card fraud detection and prevention process. So the last three methodologies I am using in data mining and artificial intelligence. So this is the fourth methodology. So this methodology is mainly focused on how we can detect the fraud. The methodology which is used in this paper is fuzzy logic and deep neural network system. So the term fraud is nothing but we have to identify the transactions by the hackers. So there may be many transactions will be misused. So we have to concentrate what are all the transactions to be made by the customers. We have to identify the transactions and how the hackers, how the attackers attack our transactions to be implemented in this paper. So my focus of this paper is to get the accuracy. So how many frauds to be identified and the accuracy of the frauds to be identified. The first step is we have a raw data as an input. So with the input we have to divide the data by using clustering process and clustering algorithms. We have to segregate so that of different features, answer, timing, residence, country, gender, etc. So the features of the data set should be identified. The second one should be identified. Should be identified. The time should be identified. The to be identified. So materials of first step. Second one, we have to identify the features of the transactions. So transaction and maximum and minimum limit of transaction that we have to first identify behavior or features of.
Prabha ma'am, could you please maximize your screen?
Yes, sir.
Could you please maximize your screen so that I can view it with clarity?
It is in full size only.
Your voice also too feeble. Okay, kindly make it clear.
Okay, sir. I will be loud. Okay, sir. So the methods which is used for this first we have to focus on what is the techniques we have to implement. First we have to analyze the process and we have to predict the process. So two techniques to be implemented. Analysis is nothing but the full data analysis. What are all the transactions to be made that should be made in analysis mechanism. And the prediction mechanism is nothing but before the attacker attacks our process, we have to predict it. So in that we are using two methodology, fuzzy logic and deep neural networks. These tools are mainly focuses on analysis and the prediction of credit card fraud detections. The fuzzy logic is used to find the relationships and the similar possibilities of prediction of fraud detection using DNN algorithms, and deep learning is mainly used for we have to get the data set. It should be a real-time data set and it should be fuzzy and DNN algorithm, then we have to predict it. In fuzzy and DNN algorithm, we are using the process model training. In that we have to test the data set and we have to train the data set by using the transactions, the behavior of the transactions. After processing all the transactions, we should find frauds. After finding the frauds, we should is based on combination of so in this we using the probability conditions, whether the attacker is attacks, the fraud happens or not, it should be identified by this fuzzy logic process. So it is a mathematical calculations. By using algorithmic calculations, we have to retrieve it. So deep learning network is nothing but it is a network. So maximum number of transactions to be identified, maximum number of frauds to be identified. We have to make a probability conditions. After finding the probability conditions, we have to use the techniques encoder and the decoder process. Finally, we get the frauds, number of frauds. So results and discussions. So how we can get the accuracy by using the FN scoring probability process. All these to combine so comparison, we compare the process KNN logic regressions. So we took the three possibilities, that is 10 sets of data, 15 sets of data and 20 sets of data. So comparing process, so we have to take a real-time data set and we have to find the accuracy, sensitivity and specificity by using logistic regression method, K-neighbors classifier method, ANL and DL method. Finally, we get a result, fuzzy logic and DNN. By using fuzzy logic and DNN, we get accuracy, sensitivity and specificity. It contains 10 folds of results. The next one, 15 folds of result and 20 sets of results. So finally we get an accuracy. So how many number of transactions comes under fraud? So how it should be identified? How we have to predict it? So it is a using a logistic recursion, A bus classifiers, AN and ANN with DL, deep learning, and with the neural networks. So conclusion. So with this, this is the fourth methodology. This is the methodology my research. Would the attackers come, we have to predict it. So this is the one of the things. The knowledges I usually how the fraud occurs by using data sets. The two methodology concentrate on how data detection only. So this paper is mainly concentrate on detection. So prevention, how we can predict it. So before the fraud occurs, we have to predict it by using fuzzy logics. So some of the papers I referred. That's all, sir. Thank you.
Okay, Prabha ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Okay, congratulations. You are presenting the fourth contribution of your research work. Okay, what actually you are focusing on it? What is the major theme of your work?
Security. So in that I am choosing one credit card fraud detection and prevention. Credit card fraud, sir.
Okay.
So if at the real world at present there may be many credit card transactions. All people are using credit cards, but for example, out of 1,000, 10% of people suffering.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So better you can make use of the word instead of saying my fourth methodology like ways. You say this is my fourth contribution. Previously, I concentrated on my contributions were dealt with. These are the paradigms I used. Likewise, you change the verbatim. Okay. So because being a researcher scholar, you supposed to play with the words. And you have to very brilliant in dealing with or focusing how you are going to forecast your work, what are the merits of your work. Okay, so better you can make use of the word that is caption like this is my fourth contribution using the paradigm. This contribution uses the paradigms like fuzzy logic and deep network. Likewise, I can like I said, you can make use of these words. Okay, anyhow, nice. Thing is, what is the date? Can you name the data set what you are using? You just named that it is real-time behavior data set. Is it so? No. There is a specific data set is available on the net for analyzing the credit card fraudulent activities. Can you name the
I took the data set, sir, bank transactions data set, sir.
Can you name the data set, corpus data set?
I took in the Google only, sir.
Okay. How many numbers we are using? That is, you didn't specify about the number of hidden layers you are using in your contribution. Okay, you shown a figure that gives only now what are the input layers and output layers, what is output and the input items.
Yes, sir.
Of the hidden layers, how you are fixing it, what is how you are choosing the number of layers. Then the one thing you said, the number of if you go on increase the number of hidden layers, what sort of threshold value you are fixing it? What is the preliminary condition you need for setting or establishing the number of hidden layers?
Okay, sir. Okay.
Any threshold value or is there any preconditions you are employing in your contribution?
No, sir. We get a data set, no, sir. In the data set, I would find 0.01.
My question is, you are coming to the conclusion is fixing of number of hidden layers.
Yes, sir. Number of hidden layers, that is number of hidden layers we have to identify, we have to predict it.
How you can identify what is the preliminary condition you are using for it? That's my question. How you are fixing it?
That is okay. Threshold we have to fix it, sir.
That's why I'm asking. What is the threshold? Why I asked it? What is the threshold value? Okay.
Okay.
Another question is, suppose if you go on increase the number of fold, what will happen?
Number of transactions, sir. Number of data, sir.
No. I'm asking about number of fold, 15 folds, 20 folds, and 10 folds. What sort of proportion is there? How are they related? If you go on increase the number of folds, what will be the impact on the output impact?
We get accuracy, sir. We get more accuracy, no, sir. Number of folds, we get approximate
in the results what you showed us, the 10-fold gets having the more, that is more accuracy than the 15 folds. Just
15 and 20. Yes, sir.
Here is a kind of anomaly, a kind of difference.
Okay.
Better you can go through it. And another thing, you are hybriding, you are combining two different techniques. One is fuzzy and DNN.
Deep learning. Yes, sir.
So, what are the parameters you are that is molding it or fine tuning it? Because if you go for combining two different methods, you must have accommodatability of these two techniques. So, what factors are to be improved or fine tuned? So, in your contribution, what are the parameters you fine tune?
Sir, we are using probability methodology, sir. That is regression process like that. So there is a methodology, there is a evaluation implementation, sir. But for presentation, I skip all the execution, sir. Just overview the process.
Execution. I'm not asking about the execution. If you use of only fuzzy logic as the methodology, as a theme, as a paradigm, processing paradigm, then what are the parameters you can speak about? Similarly, what if you go for deep learning? Then what are the parameters we have? So if you combine these two things, what are the common parameters you can fine tune it so that you can get the optimum mileage. So what are the parameters you fine tune it?
So that is we find from the data set the behavior of the customers features. That is transaction.
My question is, what are the parameters you fine tuned?
Fine tuning for analysis.
Okay, you are combining two different methods. என்னென்ன parametersலாம் நீங்க adjust பண்ணா நல்ல accurate result கிடைச்சது உங்களுக்கு. நான் சொல்ற क्वेश्चन இப்ப புரியும்னு நினைக்கிறேன்.
புரியுது சார், புரியுது.
எனக்கு அதுதான் வேணும். Repeatedly asking for this. இன்க்ரீஸ் ஆக அக்யூரசி அதிகமாக கிடைக்கும்னு சொன்னீங்க. அப்படி அக்யூரசி கிடைக்கிற மாதிரி தெரியல. 10 ஃபோல்ட்ல வேற மாதிரி வேல்யூஸ் இருந்தது, 15 ஃபோல்ட்ல அதோட கம்மியாக தான் இருந்த மாதிரி இருந்தது.
ஆமா சார், பட் நம்மளோட அவுட்புட் வந்து ஃபோல்ட்ஸ் அதிகம்.
வாட்ஸ் த ரீசன்? இதெல்லாம் நாளைக்கு உங்களோட வைவால கட்டாய கேள்விகள் வரும். சரிங்களா?
இல்ல சார், கண்டிப்பா சார்.
இன்டர்நேஷனல் கான்ஃபரன்ஸ் ப்ரெசென்ட் பண்றீங்க. இந்த மாதிரி ப்ராப்ளம்ஸ்லாம் வரக்கூடாது. இதெல்லாம் எக்ஸிக்யூட் பண்ணீங்கன்னா நாளைக்கு உங்கள் ஒர்க்கை வந்து நீங்களே சப்ரஸ் பண்ணுற மாதிரி இருக்கு, அதாவது குறைச்சி காமிக்கிற மாதிரி இருக்கு. ஓகே, let me leave it to Dr. Kavita ma'am. Dr. Kavita ma'am, please. Dr. Kavita ma'am, any doubt from the participants' time? Any question from the organizing desk? Is there anybody else in the organizing desk? Do respond, please.
Sir, no questions, sir, because you asked all the questions, sir.
Madam, sorry, kind excuse.
No, sir. You done a very good, excellent, sir. Really, what we need, that is asked by you. No, sir.
Any question from the participant, other participants? Any question? Okay, congratulations. Bye.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you for the.
Incorporate the suggestions what I gave it to you. Okay. This will help you
sir.
for your final 5 hours presentation. Bye.
Yes, sir. Actually, we are doing research in the information security, network security. It is very tough to implement, sir. So I chosen, but now I am
Being a computer
studying
science,
to
being a computer science scholar, don't say it is very toughest task. Okay.
no, sir. In big data, other
Okay.
thing we can implement easily, but execution of the process in the sense
Okay.
network security,
Congratulations.
cyber
Okay. Okay.
security.
Okay. Congratulations. Thank you. Bye.
Uh,
Bye. Bye. Bye.
okay, sir. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for the organizing team. Thank you, Ananda.
Okay. Organizing this, please call the next one.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I call Dr. Mary Louise L., Department of Data Science, Kumraguru College of Liberal Arts and Science, Coimbatore. Her paper is an interdisciplinary paper, sir. Ma'am, you can start your presentation, ma'am.
Good evening. Good evening, all.
Ask Prabha ma'am to close this.
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Madam, please share your screen, please. I'm
Yeah, I
getting
have
the very
shared.
old screen.
I have shared.
Oh, okay. Yes. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, got it.
Okay.
Technical efficiency of.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Correct. Technical efficiency of turmeric forms using Cobb-Douglas stochastic frontier model. It is an interdisciplinary sector. That is actually the need of the hour. Almost we want to focus on the multidisciplinary concept. So that is why this topic has been chosen for the study. And almost everywhere we now deal with a plenty of data. Almost in all fields, there is none of the fields are left out. And all these data can be analyzed. Before the analysis, in order to predict some decisions, we have to model them by connecting the output as well as with that of the input, so that we can predict to some extent. With the prediction that we obtain, we can prescribe whether we are going in the correct way or not. So for this purpose, we just make use of this data analysis concept. Almost the 4 patterns, namely the collection of data, then the inference, then the analysis, and then also to give the prescription for the particular field of study. I have chosen the farming sector. Of course, we concentrate more on this, especially the country is concerned, and due to the different fluctuations because of that factors which are not under our control, there will be all the time the yield instability, so that the farmers find it very difficult to attain its potential yield. So the next question that comes to our mind is how to maximize the yield by using the models we predicted, using the data we have collected in order to decide. So which is the correct season and which is the what are all the correct components so that we can minimize the input in order to attain the good outcome. So these are some kind of the problem focus. For this, we have chosen the function, namely the production function. And production function gives simply an equation or the relation connecting the output with that of the input. So we actually narrow down to the frontier production function. That will actually consider the both extremes also in the account, the maximize and the minimum value, so that there won't be any error. And the next one, as far as this agri sector is concerned, there are so many stochastic factors they are the factors which are not under our control. So we have chosen the stochastic frontier production function in order to measure the technical efficiency. And these basic models were derived by the 3 eminent scientists from 3 different continents in the year 1977. And the basic model is y is equal to this f of xi comma beta into e power vi minus ui. Here this yi will be the output that we obtain, xi are the set of inputs, and beta will be the technology that has been used. And this is about the distributions that we imposed over the first component, and the next one is regarding the inefficiency or the error component. So due to the measurement or the stochastic factors, definitely for the environment,
which are not under our control, there will be some error that can be easily predicted by using this UI component, and mathematical distributional assumptions also will be imposed over this one in order to measure the technical efficiency. So the crop considered for the present study is turmeric, and nearly 7 inputs has been considered for the present study. About one is the seed that we consider, human labor, the amount we spent on machinery, then the manure spent, fertilizer, together with the pesticide and also the post-harvest expenditure that we normally denote by PHT. By considering all these into account, we just want to get a very good amount of output. But actually, what the farmers is very less output. So definitely they wonder there will be some kind of problem that lies between our practice and what we obtained. So how to identify what is actually the gap that exists between this expected output and the actual output that we got. Then only the researchers find out the presence of technical inefficiency. So the next question comes to our mind is, what are the factors that actually influence this inefficiency part? Might be due to lack of awareness about this farming and the working knowledge and the skill also they possess, the correct amount of proportion, and also when to apply, and definitely some kind of inadequate resource supply also. These are all some kind of components we may have in our mind. So how to measure certain things, how to even minimize this gap between the expected one and whatever we obtain actually. So the major objectives of the study is to measure the technical efficiency of the turmeric production using the Cobb-Douglas model. This is one of the econometric model that actually has very minimal inputs, namely the labor. Then by using this model, we can easily find out the best model which is suitable for the sample considered for the present study. So here best fit means 2-3 components we are going to choose among the inefficiency error term, namely e power minus u1. Among the 3 models, we are going to find out which is the model which is best suitable for the data considered for the present study. And the third objective, by identifying the best farmer, we can easily suggest the policies. What are all the methodologies that one can adapt in order to maximize the technical efficiency? So these are some objectives that we focus on in this present study. So the models we will see now, we consider for the present study are the Cobb-Douglas. Majorly, we can concentrate on 2 major components, parametric and another one non-parametric. Under parametric, again, we have the stochastic frontier models. There we have 2 major components. One is translog and Cobb-Douglas. And the translog functions are little bit complicated because they need some functional form also to measure. So the Cobb-Douglas form is most suited for the data we consider for the present study. And the next one is about the non-parametric form. Without mentioning about the parameters, directly with the data itself, we can go for finding the technical efficiency. But in this special article, we consider only the 3 components, namely Cobb-Douglas, normal, half normal, normal exponential, and normal truncated normal stochastic frontier models. You may wonder why this crop has been chosen. It is actually originated in India, as we all know. It is called as the golden spice of India. Very less research work as of now, and it features a foreign currency and more production, definitely less productivity. It is highly responsive to the inputs and also the management practices, and Tamil Nadu ranks first in production but not in productivity. So the production per area is far less when compared. This, the measurement of technical efficiency is the focus of the present study. And for these 2 major turmeric growing districts were considered. One is Coimbatore and another one is Erode. And here from each district, nearly 9 villages were considered at random. samples, the farmers were identified to collect the data, especially by using the inputs they used. And 90 data has been collected from Coimbatore, and similarly from 9 different villages, again 10 per village. From 90 farmers, the data has been collected from the next district, namely Erode also. And the data, whatever we have, so altogether we have 180 samples, and the samples we consider were cleaned, and the analysis also have been done by using this the formula derived in order to find out the technical efficiency score. And the first one is related to the normal, half normal stochastic frontier model. And this technical efficiency, after deriving the exponential E of ui given epsilon I, and by using the convolution theorem, the technical efficiency has been calculated by using this relation E power minus E of ui given epsilon I. Similarly, for the next model, namely the normal truncated normal stochastic frontier model, so we have actually changed the distribution which were imposed on this ui into 3. One is normal, half normal, another one truncated normal, and the third one is exponential. For all the 3, this standard form has been considered in order to measure the technical efficiency score. And this is the formula which has been derived in order to measure the technical efficiency by using the normal exponential stochastic frontier model. And the 3 models were analyzed by using the software package Frontier 4.1 in order to find out the coefficients of the different inputs. So for this seed, we got the coefficient beta 1 as minus 0.140, for human labor 0.033, and machinery, etc., whatever is presented over here, especially for the empirical model, Cobb-Douglas normal, half normal production function. Similarly, for the next model, Cobb-Douglas normal truncated normal production function, the next relation or the production function has been calculated. Similarly, for the third one, Cobb-Douglas normal exponential production function, by using this standard format also, the production function has been evaluated. So this is the relation between the actual output with that of all the input combinations. So by using 1% or 2% in the input, for example, for human labor, there will be some 3% increase in the outcome. And similarly, certain here the coefficients have negative values. So these negative coefficients has no impact at all in the outcome. Similarly, if we compare all the 3, manure is actually play a major role in the outcome of the turmeric production. So the technical efficiency, which is calculated starting from 0 to 100%, has been tabulated over here within the ranges starting from 55 to 100. But of course, by this Cobb-Douglas model, the minimal percentage actually starts from 80% to 85%. This half normal model, we have only 5 forms, that is about 2.78% with respect to the total number of forms. Similarly, we have formulated the whole individual technical efficiency calculated into the different ranges. And here you are very easily, we can find out in this range, 95 to 100 for this model, namely normal exponential Cobb-Douglas stochastic frontier model showed about 134 forms lie in the category of 95 to 100% of efficiency score, and also none of the forms reported 100% efficiency. So there is some kind of gap really exists between the the expected value and also actually what we obtain. And this gives the summary statistics of the efficiency estimate, namely what is the average and minimum score and also the maximum score. And here again, the maximum score is shown by the exponential model. But the next question comes to our mind, that how to measure or tell that this Cobb-Douglas normal exponential model performs as the better one for the present study and for the data we consider. This is one comparison for all the three models we consider for the study. And the next one is, it shows that the chi-square value for this Cobb-Douglas normal stochastic frontier model shows very least one. So obviously, whenever we compare the values, correlation must be more and the chi-square value should be less in order to perform a better one. So as far as our analysis is concerned, Cobb-Douglas normal exponential stochastic frontier model shows a very less chi-square value assumed to be the best model suited for the data considered for the present study. So by using the results that we obtain, when we identified that the former, namely 129 named, performed better, and he scored about 99 point, more than 99% of the technical efficiency. And whenever we just compare the raw data obtained, basically the education level is high and hence the lower technical inefficiency. He has undergone the trainings also conducted by the agriculture department, and he has adapted when we inquire, because when we collect the data itself, we have entered everything in the data collection sheet. He has adapted almost the technologies, including the watering and application of the pesticide and the manure, everything on time. And above all, this is the passion. Of course, though we cannot measure, when his speech itself, it was defined. And coming to the data, specifically speaking, he spends about rupees 4,125 for the area that he has planted this turmeric farm, and the human labor, everything converted in terms of rupees, and yield alone in terms of tons, and 8,200 rupees for the human labor, etc. So just by minimizing the input, he was able to get a very good product, especially yield of about 2,300 tons for a one period of time. So this is actually the finding. So by using this, yes, sir.
Fast please, almost time is going on. 22 minutes.
Okay, sir. Thank you. So by using this study, we were able to identify the most technically efficient form, and the gap between the technical efficiency, inefficiency were identified, so that we were able to bridge the gap between the yield. Okay. And these are some kind of, yes, for the future research.
Okay, madam. Okay, madam. It's a very nice and clear explanation of what regarding the thing what you did, that is the turmeric farming. So from your presentation, I came to the conclusion of that is you have the passion towards good farming of turmeric.
Yes.
Yeah, very nice presentation and clear on your point, because hope you are doing your work on your own. So
yes, sir.
It shows the full of confidence what you have right now. So you have 100%, not 100, 200% where you are confident on your work. Very nice presentation. I have a small doubt.
Yes, sir.
How we are going? So that is with the help of the stochastic frontier models, you are giving, or just you are analyzing what are the technical inefficiency. Okay, am I correct? Technical inefficiency in producing the functions or some what you call the farming process. So finally, you are giving idea of how you can maximize your yield or good level, good farming process. Am I correct?
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes.
So how you will teach these points to the farmers? So even though you can develop any number of models. Okay, listen to my thing. Though you can develop numerous amount of models. You said that around 139 farmers you have selected. Among them, you trained a few of them. Likewise, you gave some statistics. But anyhow, it's good. You can develop numerous amount of models. How we are going to teach them to the people, or to the farming people, or the farmers, especially to the farmers? How we can cultivate or how we can create an idea or mentality of good, that is forming in a good way, good manner. We are developing only the mathematical models or paper models. Coming to the reality in the field, how is it possible for educating the farmers? It's a big question mark. Am I correct? Are you agree my point?
Yes, sir. It is correct.
So what sort of remedies or suggestions you have right now for this question? This is a question raising in my mind. But your work is very clear and you explained in a very good manner. I appreciate best. But how answer this question? How you are going to train these people? How can you instruct this for maximizing the yield? Depends upon the situations of the environment.
Yes, sir. Sir, actually, this farmer has been identified as the best farmer by seeing the input practices and the output of time. So we can suggest for the next, before we go for the next set of data collection, we can suggest these practices by giving the training to the farmers. So they will practice by inculcating all these kinds of inputs. We will again collect the data. So likewise, if we go on iterating repeatedly, we can standardize the model. It may go for some 90 or 100 trials sometimes. We may go for simulation if you want to have a result for a short period, or if you want to consider that stochastic factor which are not under our control also, then we have to go in practice. So it may take some time.
Okay, nice, good. Nice, ma'am.
Okay.
Congratulations, ma'am.
Thank
what about the next?
Ma'am, very nice presentation, ma'am.
Thank you.
Your work is very good.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. All this.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I invite V. Harini, MSc Computer Science, Department of Computer Application, Auxilium College, to present her paper.
Sir, we can fix some time, I think so, sir.
Yeah,
because
previous one.
it's very difficult to.
20. Yeah, I just watched the time. She took around 27 minutes.
Yeah, but presentation is nice, but we have to fix some time, no, sir.
Okay, yeah, that's the duty of the organizing desk. I'm not the right person to say. That's why I
just I'm getting a suggestion from you, sir. You can.
Yeah, it's correct. We can limit them. The maximum limit they give it to only 15 minutes. But thing is going on. But that's the duty of the organizing desk. Is supposed to do the same. But anyhow, that's why I asked her to.
With your concurrency, I'm suggesting the organizing desk to. Okay, thank you, sir. Okay.
Excuse me, sir. This is the last
have a note.
presentation. Excuse me, sir.
Just a minute.
This is the last presentation.
Okay, just a minute, ma'am. Presenter, please. An organizing desk, a kind request. Kindly make a note of the time taken by the presenters. So just you limit them. You say something. Okay. You prompt to the people.
Okay, sir. This is the last presentation, sir.
Okay, it's not a problem. Anyhow, it's a duty.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Bye. Thank you. Presenter, please. Harini, ma'am, please.
Good evening. Good evening, all. Myself, Harini, under the guidance of Ms. Satyapriya, ma'am. My title is Seawater Image Enhancement using Icadsic algorithm. Image enhancement is the major process in the image processing techniques. Image enhancement could increase the softness and intensity of seawater images. As basically, seawater images suffer from color distortion and visibility degradations because due to light absorption and scatterings. Color distortions means to create an outline of unwanted colors along the edges of objects in a photography. Degradations means to acts of loss of qualities of an image due to different reasons such as motion, blur, noise, camera misfocus. There are various existing methods which utilize various assumptions and constraints to achieve reasonable solutions for seawater image enhancements. This method has limitations that may not work in some particular areas. In these proposed systems, Icadsic algorithm is used to improve the visibility level of the noisy images. CLACHI stands for contract limited adaptive histogram equalizations. Noisy images means a random variation in the image can be caused by a number of factors, so like poor lighting condition and so on. There are types of noisy images: temporal noise, spatial noise. Introduction. During past few years, image processing and seawater visions has drawn attention in the seawater image enhancements. The seawater image enhancements which explore idea about sea creatures to study about the sea floor hydrothermal vents, and it's also used for oceanographers. Hydrothermal vents means it is a long crack in a sea floor form in which a geothermally heated water discharge. Light is absorbed and scattered means when propagating water in which results in low quality and poor visibility of seawater images. Image enhancements could increase the softness and intensities of the seawater images. The goal of image enhancement is to improve the quality of the images. Existing systems. Seawater images are often poor quality since they suffer from fog, low brightness, reduced contrast. In existing system, DCP algorithms has been used for feature extraction. DCP stands for dark channel barrier. It is widely used in single image defogging. Disadvantage. Major disadvantages. Do not encode the position of the objects. More work is not done in the seawater images. High computational complexities. It consumes more time and space when it runs. Proposed systems. In proposed systems, CLACHI algorithms used to enhance the brightness and increase the soft visibility and the enhance visibilities and enhance the contrasts of the seawater images. Enhanced contrast means it will improve the objects in the scenes by enhancing the brightness difference between objects and their backgrounds. CLACHI is mainly used to enhance the low contrast images and color images. It's also used in RGB adjustment of original seawater image enhancements. The main advantage is used to improve the visibility level of the low contrast images or foggy images. Advantages. The CLACHI algorithms will consume less time and space when it runs. Improve the visibility level of the foggy images. This is the hardware and software specification of this project to use. Process flow diagram. First, the original seawater images undergo the contrast stitching. Contrast stitching is a simple enhancement technique that attempts to improve the contrast in an image to stretching the range of insensitive values. It will constrain a described range of values. In this project, the image stretching is 256 into 256. The change of color space is the next process. The color space conversion is the translation of representation of a color from one basics to another. There are two types of filterings: homomorphic filterings and isomorphic filterings. The next will process CLACHI algorithms. It will undergo the separation of the channels and histogram equalizations and image denoisings. The next step is to combine the channels and produce an enhanced image. There are four model specifications: contrast stitching, change of color space, CLACHI algorithm, combining the channels. Contrast stitching, sir. Contrast stitching is a simple enhancement technique that attempts to improve the contrast images in the range of visibility, insensitive values. The next one is change of color space, the translation of color from one basics to another. There are two types of color space: histogram equalization, homomorphic filtering, and anisomorphic filtering. This technique is used to reduce the image front-end noise without removing significant part of the image content. This is an example. This input image is this is the input image. By using homomorphic filterings, reduce the image front-end noise. Anisomorphic filterings. This technique is used to reduce the image background noise without the significant part of the image contrast. This is the input image. It will remove the background noise. The next step is CLACHI algorithm. CLACHI algorithm stands for adaptive histogram equalization. Contrast limited adaptive histogram equalization. It was initially used to improve the low contrast images. It differs from original adaptive histogram equalizations. CLACHI is advanced from advanced histogram equalizations. This process is mainly 3 steps. separation of the channels, histogram equalization, denoising. Separation of channels is in these steps. It will split the images into the constitution channels. In this project, RGB channels has been used. They are split into RGB. The effect of full color RGB can be acquired by combining the individual components of models. The level of RGB can be each range from 0 to 100. The range of decimal from 0 to 255. Histogram equalization. The histogram equalization is implemented in the order to increase the contrast of the images. Clatchy operates on small regions in the image. It has been implemented by using the toolbox functions like adapt this techniques. This adapt this technique is used to calculate the contrast transforms functions for each title individually. Each tile's contrast is enhanced so that histogram of input histograms of input regions approximately match specified by the distribution values. Image denoising. Next step is the image denoising. The color space is to back original RGB colors. Each of the comprising channels are filtered through the Gaussian filters. Gaussian filters is the low pass filter. Is used for reduce noise and blurring regions of an images. The main advantage is used to reduce the noise of an image. Combining the next step is combining the channels. It will combine processed RGB channels to form an enhanced images. This is the example. This is the examples. Seawater image enhancements. There are many challenges in image processing techniques. In these projects, Clatchy algorithms used for enhancing the image and successfully implemented. Future enhancements is used by advanced algorithms and large datasets can be added. In future, seawater sensor networks can be implemented by using through the IoT. Thank you. Sir?
Nice being a MSc Computer student involved in presenting a paper. Okay, so first of all, I congratulate you.
Thank you, sir.
What motivated you to take such a topic? Okay, that is an image enhancement.
Okay.
Why then again specifically how you are going to process seawater images? That is undersea water images. What motivated you to take such a to deal with such a topics?
Because seawater images is mostly blur images, sir. So I will.
Most of the images are blurry images.
Blur images, noisy images, sir.
We are living in the modern era. In pixel by pixel, we can very clearly view the images what is available in underwater. Okay. Even though you can go through geographic channel, discovery channels, you will find that how the camera is going undersea. Okay, how people are making a research about all the items what is living in the depth of the sea. Okay.
Okay.
So variety of advancements and sophisticated tools are available. Even robots are totally tied with very sophisticated advancement techniques to clearly catch the images what is available in the depth of the sea. Okay, but anyhow, it's a nice topic. That's why I asked what motivated you to take such a topic in presenting a paper. Okay, very good. It's nice. But what is the difference between CL-AHE and AHE? Can you give at least one difference between these two? AHE is the base algorithm.
Yes, sir.
K is the another improved algorithm. What parameters were improved in CL-AHE to improve the enhancement of an image contrast? This is my question. என்ன parameter AHE இல்லாதது CL-AHE?
Sir, range of input images, sir. Clatchy algorithms used to tile input values, sir. But Clatchy is not used each parts, sir.
சாதாரண வேலைதானே இங்க என்ன இருக்கோ பக்கத்துல அப்படி இருக்கு அந்த இடத்துல போடப்படுங்க அவ்வளவுதானே. இது நம்ம டேட்டா மைனிங்ல இந்த மிஸ்ஸிங் வேல்யூஸ் பண்ற மாதிரி, அதாவது போட்டோ இமேஜ் பண்ற மாதிரி. இப்போ முகத்துல எங்கேயாவது பரு இருந்தால் அந்த பருவை எடுத்துட்டு கீழே நல்லா இருக்க எடுத்து அந்த இடத்துல பிக்சர்ல காப்பி பேஸ்ட் பண்ணுவீங்க. நான் கேட்கறது என்ன பாராமீட்டர் இதுக்கு அதுக்குள்ள வித்தியாசம். நீங்க சொன்னது கரெக்ட், டைலிங் ப்ராசஸ், சிம்பிள் டைலிங், அதை ஒத்துக்கிறேன். அக்ரி. சரிங்களா, என்ன பாராமீட்டர் எதுக்கு இதுக்கு உள்ள வித்தியாசம் என்னன்னு ஏஹெச்இல என்ன இருக்கு, சிஎல்ஏஹெச்இல என்ன இருக்கு. ஓகே, எனிவே குட். கரெக்டாக ப்ளீஸ். I request Kavita, please.
Yes, sir. Madam, you have chosen a very good topic as sir told. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
You are telling commonly as a blur images, but we are having advanced devices to get a fine images. So you just focus in which way you are going to do your work. Okay, as sir told.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am. All the best.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, organizing this. What is our duty next?
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you all. Thank you, Ms. Josephine Sagayamala, Dr. Pannir Arogya Rajesh, Dr. Kavita E, Mr. Anto Sanjay, for making this session more interactive by sharing your knowledge with the researchers. Thank you all. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thanks to you. So especially I take this session. Okay, I thank Dr. Kavita ma'am as well as the organizing desk, and one more, start from the pattern to the last organizing committee of each and everyone who is working on making the success of the seminar as a conference, as a best one and very congratulating one, okay, and successful one. So nice. I feel very much impressed to work with these people. Okay, anyhow, it's a chance for me for interacting with you all. Okay, anyhow, thank you, and thanking Kavita ma'am as well as Josephine Mala and one more, my student Anto Joseph Anto. Am I correct?
Anto Sanjay.
Sanjay is my student. Okay, anyhow, I am very much happy to be with you all in the cause of what you call the international conference dealing with the data science. Thank you, ma'am. But I asked several variety of questions. Don't feel that I'm a question panni. I'm not question panni. That is making the session too interactive. I want the crispy and I want to give only the better to the student who are present, that is going on or participating in this. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks to all. Especially Anita. Okay. Yes.
Thank you, Anita madam. So nice effort. You have conducted, I think this is the first international webinar, isn't it? So
yes, ma'am.
Yeah, very good. Keep doing. I think I will make use of you to conduct such an international seminar in my college also. So thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
You experienced this, okay? Okay.
Thank you so much, sir. You have shared your knowledge and you made the session very interactive. Thank you, Kavita ma'am.
Thank you,
Mala ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you. Thanks to all.
Thank you so much. Thank you, ma'am.
Thanks all.
Thank you.
Participants, your feedback link is posted in chat. You can fill today's feedback form.
Anita ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. Randa ma'am, you are the resource person. Okay. You can give feedback about our sessions.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, bye.
Thank you so much.
Good.
Anita ma'am, shall we leave that?
Yes, Kavita ma'am. Thank you so much, Kavita ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Your best wishes for your future success also, for forthcoming international conferences.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you.